We got a beautiful view of the land of the dawn. Let's see who takes game number one.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, here this is gonna be the match to watch here. First game is gonna decide the entire tempo for both either of these teams here, and you do not want to be on the losing end, especially in this best of 3 series here. But as of now, we can see Resurgence. They're gonna be Jason and KCP in the mid lane here, potentially go for a pickoff. But unfortunately to say here, Dominus is not gonna be taking the bait as of now.
Taking the bait or not, it still all depends because right now they just try to secure this first lane away by themselves to get that EXP. But going for the dual lane towards his top side, definitely not having a fun time because Sana with the Black Dragon and the Dragon to end his passive, he's going to be able to sustain quite an amount of damage. But of course, everything will start changing before once he hits that level 4.
Yep, seems to me, Geek Fam, they're going to be invading the blue buffs as well from side Resurgence, but unfortunately say they have 3 people unavailable here. Rumple deciding if he wants to actually go in for the attempt. Unfortunately say he will back off. Dominus is not going to be able to do much in this regards here, as they are going to be trying to secure some XP in this regards here, as they are going to be playing the late game. However, Sync taking a little bit too much damage here, and Zoroveki is looking to punish towards the bottom side of the towers as well.
But even KCP instantly gets a knockout as well. KCP, he hasn't really tried to run for his life. He still has this flicker, so he's going to be able to get out of that situation alive. And ball lane really well played kind of for Zoroveki as well, because knowing the fact that he had a level advantage and knowing that Singh doesn't really have his quick sand guard, he can try to apply as much pressure as possible and force him out of the lane.
Yep, Zoroveki thinking about chipping the tower right off the bat as well here. LY4 are going to be securing the blue buffs as well. Singh, they're going to be itemizing, focusing on LY4. And as of now, he does have both buffs. Zorn almost getting taken down for the Mountain Shaker as well. Zorn, one snipe coming in as well with the flame shot. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to connect. And Jason getting baited as well. And that's going to be overcommitment there. And Rumple will get the kill. What a play there coming from Zorn.
Oh, and here comes the potential 2 seconds as well, because there's the knockout rotation coming for Zoroveki. It's pretty big, but they had to be careful because although yes, level 4 has level 4, but here comes Sana Black Dragon. But no team else or any control skills or knockout to really set things up. They instantly have to fall back, and Geek Fam doing a really well played job.
Oh no, overcommitment coming from Resurgence here. They even called in Sana to actually join in the fight, and that's going to open things up for Arts up top to start pushing the tower here. That's going to be economy swing towards Geek Fam here. Sing now dropping a little bit low. He needs to back off a little bit here, but fortunately for him, he does have the sand guard.
Definitely for sure, and the Hilda is really playing really well for them as well. But LY4 with the Mount Shocker will instantly find Rumple, and since he already used his dash as well, there's no really way he can actually try to run for it. He has his own retribution, so he's going to be able to safely secure the blue for himself. But now Rumple, a little bit of a trouble box. Ozareki comes in with the Summerforce, jumping in with a corner dash instantly, getting 1 kill for himself. But before LY4 steals 1 for it, go for the trade. LY4 instantly gets tossed in with the eject to try to get that range. Oh, let's go for the rotation as well. But he's being juggled back and forth. He's still LY4, but he has a dash. But here comes a better airstrike to force the rest of the team to disengage.
Oh, that was a really close one here coming from Geek Fam, but at the same time, Resurgence, they did all they can. They managed to back off and force the push here. However, Zorn is going to be farming up top here, uncontested from Geek Fam. As you can see, they are playing a little bit of global presence, making use of the Link's mobility to rotate between lanes here. Meanwhile, Singh, he's struggling to get his 4 here, and meanwhile, Zoroveki is already hit his 5. However, on the middle side here, Kadita, oh no, goes for the ultimate here, doesn't get the kill, and then now Rumple will manage to finish off KZP here. Geek Fam, they will get the lead in this fight.
Oh, dude, what a really well-played stuff as well. So unfortunate. If KTP actually really got out of that kind of situation, that would have been an amazing job. But sadly, unfortunately, he will fail, and that's going to be another stack for Rumple here.
Oh my goodness, your Resurgence, they're struggling with this macro movements here, as this long split push is going to be the key objective coming from Geek Fam to buy time for Zoroveki here. Meanwhile, the turtle is going to be contested here. Jason going to be holding on the feather airstrike here to try and buy a little bit of time. However, the turtle will completely get conceded from Geek Fam, as they do want to prioritize on their objectives here. As you can see, Zoroveki already making sure he takes a tier 1 down bottom here, and that's going to be a big win coming from Geek Fam.
I mean, definitely for sure. And taking out the tower as well with Chrono Dashes alone is so simple for him, since he already has that Calamity Reaper in his belt as well. well. Now it all counts to the fact that KZP, he's trying his best to find an opening to go for that ejector combo. But with the existence of the Hilda so quickly, so fast, and so tanky as well. And of course, don't forget Kadita. Well, here comes the ejector. But remember, Kadita still has the raw waves, so they don't really have enough control to really fully burst down Dominus.
Yeah, Dominus is so tanky with the passive as well, and he does have the escape mechanism to work here. Meanwhile, Resurgence, they have to play this safe here. They do catch on Rumple. Where's the damage? Here comes the jump as well. Sing goes in, but Sing immediately gets destroyed by Zorn. Dominus getting picked up, but he somehow survives. He gets a 2-man stun, and Resurgence, they're losing members right with Sao, and KZP will get a trade-off, but however, Zorn, he's gonna make work towards Jason as well, and Zorn will shred them off, and Resurgence, they lose 4 just like that.
What a well-played coming in from Dominus, going with the 2-man knockup. That was absolutely insane. Really set things up for Zoroveki on the Xenophos. Gonna go with the Chrono Dashes. When of course, lucky enough coming from KZP before he fell, he takes one straight up before he went down.
Yep, Geek fam, they're looking pretty solid this game here. Sing is going to try to defend the top lane here. Meanwhile, Zorn, he does have the double buff. He's looking for the fight here. KZP is going to be calling in from the backs here, but unfortunately, he will not go in for the pick-off as Zorn is going to be focusing on the buff. Meanwhile, here, Dominus goes for a disengage here. The Black Dragon has been expanded from Sana, and they are going for the fight here. KZP going to be in a really, really tough spot. Flickers away. Ozoroveki going to be taking the bait, and he's taking a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, Resurgence, they're giving chase, but look at this. Zorn, he's wrapping around here, but seems to me he doesn't want to fight at all. And Geek fam, they're gonna continue with the split push.
I mean, definitely for sure, because you must understand that the fight so far, they have been winning the fights when Sana's not really there. And that's to see a clear difference when the Black Dragon comes in with a Furious Drive knockout. Turtle gets a little bit down lower, but because, of course, LY4 has his retribution, so it's gonna be a safely secure Turtle. KZP still trying to find an opportunity for himself. And there is just so many targets for him trying to go for. But every time they want to try to engage, Zon will go for the split push. And remember, he is a Ling, very mobile, very great at cutting those creep waves.
KZP looking for those ejectors here. Geek fam not giving them any inch as of now here. As we know, Resurgence Sing is going to be taking a lot of damage here. Ozoroveki looking for the punish. Sing, can he go for a right? He goes for ultimate, but that doesn't catch Ozoroveki. And Sing is going to waste his ultimate here. Meanwhile, KZP looking for ejector, but where's the damage here? Geek fam, they're just buying time and time again.
Yeah, and Rumple already has 7 stacks, by the way. But anyway, here comes Feather Airstrike just to try to dish out. It's not damage as well because Sing, he wants to try to see if he can go for a couple of kills right now. And he will get it with the Desert Tornado as well. But here comes the Zoroveki, dropping down the Zama Force as well. He has a Chrono Dash. He finds Jason in his sight. But then again, a little bit too much damage coming from Khalid on the Sing. Kalida coming in with a rough wake, instantly coming to go for the pop at the top. Here comes the control. Zone trying to fight KZP. But Sana coming in and the Tempers are playing against. Jump down on 2 members of RSG. But they are just so tanky. And instantly, Geek Fam has to fall back without losing any more members of their side.
What a clutch coming from Sana with the Black Dragon, managing to zone off the rest of the members from Geek Fam, both the front and the back lines. Zorn almost finishing off all the rest of the members from Resurgence here. So that's going to be a small win for Resurgence as they are going to be making a little bit more time to get those items up on LY4. Meanwhile, KZP, he will be flexing a little bit more here with his brand new items, but however, Arts, he does have his Cursed Helmet available here, so this Tamos is going to start to hurt a little bit more here. Meanwhile, Rumple's got all the max stats. KZP with the ejector, immediate revitalize coming from Ozoroveki, and Dominus goes in for the catch. Unfortunately, doesn't connect as well. Zorn gonna be going for the picks here, and he will catch Sing. Sing tries to catch him with the ultimate, doesn't catch him as well. Sana goes in for a jump, and they can't catch Zorn.
Dude, they're just constantly just going back and forth. They're like saying, like, all right, I can't do damage. I had to back up. All kinds of skills, all calculated, all has to be made just to try to avoid being clashed. But KZP currently taking as much as possible, but a little bit too much damage. Then they just to try to throw them back, but a little bit too much for KZP to ask here. But here comes our dear friend Jason popping in the Feather Airstrike, but instantly has to cancel because he knows he's currently out of that range. Ooh, man, it's a little bit too close here, Terrence, here to Richie Chow, who actually has the lead.
Oh, meanwhile here, the blue buff, up for contestants once again here. Geek Fam looking to go for it here, but the Mountain Shocker will be there here to check out the positions here as Jason gonna be playing a little bit safe here. He's is after all the far side. Meanwhile, Zorn, once again, gonna continue with the split push coming from Geek Fam as they try to flex a wave with their economy here. But this, as long as this middle tower up on Resurgence is still standing here, it's gonna be a tough battle here. Meanwhile, Sana will pop the Black Dragon here as he tries to disrupt his way through here, but this is going to be the opening window for Geek Fam to try and contest the Lord here. Meanwhile, Arts is going to get caught off as well. KCB ejector comes in, but where's the damage? Rumple is there. Where's the follow-up? He's going to be so tanky. The Vengeance has been popped. Sana does not have the Black Dragon. They are going to be playing tanks versus tanks, but unfortunately say that will be a disengagement here. Meanwhile, Dominus is going to be laying for a trap, the perfect trap, and KCB gets taken down.
Man, really well played stuff coming from the top lane, but check out the bottom side as our dear friend Zorn going for the split push once again. Although it did get tagged a little bit away by Sing, but it will unfortunately it will not be enough for him to go for this kill. This is really well played stuff coming from Geek Fam as well, because the majority of the members pretty much got a decent amount of items, and they can pretty much fight without Zorn and allowing Zorn to be free roaming around the map, applying pressure in all his lanes. And now even Sing has no choice but to escape from the team and pray that it will be enough.
Yup, Zorn just being extremely annoying as well here. Sing can't seem to actually catch him off guard. However, there's going to be a great disengage here. Meanwhile, Rumple going to be flexing a little bit more here. KZB trying to go for the flex here. Unfortunately, there's only so much this jaw hit can actually do. Feather Airstrike being expended as well. So that's going to be a huge minor setback here from Resurgence. They have to be extremely careful for what's next. Meanwhile, Dominus is going to be setting up the trap here. Can he go in for the push? Unfortunately, he will back off, and the Mountain Shocker does scout them all out here. As Geek Fam, they will disengage a little bit here.
I mean, because right now Geek Fam just totally understanding the fact, like, alright, we have LY4. He's going to be able to scale towards his lane. We just need him to farm. He will eventually out-damage Zorn unless he gets caught by Zorn first or get control and locked down. So pretty much both teams waiting for it towards his late game. Although, yes, Geek Fam is currently in the lead by 3,000 gold, by the way. And 3,000 beautiful cash coming in for the side of the team. And Sing, ooh, he has the immortality, so he's going to be staying alive a little bit longer. But Quicksand God's going to be able to sustain it for as long as possible, and none of the team will fall.
Here comes the Black Dragon from Sana, trying to go for the re-engagement here, but Geek Fam, they will disengage, and that's going to be a happy win there. With no Black Dragon available here, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for Geek Fam to sneak across the backlines. Meanwhile, Jason is still pressuring the mid lane. This middle tower, they do not want to concede it just like that from Resurgence.
Oh man, neither side really want to give out their tier 1 tower as well, because the minute that tier 1 mid tower falls, that really opens up the map for both of the teams to really go for that map domination. But if we look at the top side, we can see Giga slowly trying to set, but here comes the 1v1 coming towards his bot lane. See, let's try to land out the rage sensor, but unable to clear. But he has the quicksand guard, so he's going to be able to heal out. But Zorn trying to do his best to do a lot of damage, but easily he has to back off because he knows he doesn't really have any more skills off cooldown.
Wow, there's a little bit of style points coming from Zorn. Meanwhile, while that is actually happening here, Resurgence, they're a little bit scared here, but no, Zorn, he managed to snipe off Sing. That's going to be an opportunity for them. Rumple is going to go in for the setup as well. He's baiting for the team here. Meanwhile, the Feather Extra has been used. Dominus also popping the fight, but here comes Zorn from the bottom. He's going to go in for the finish. LY4, while you're in trouble, and they lose 3. And Resurgence, just like that, they lose it all. And Sana dropping a little bit low, and Geek Fam will be focusing on the Lord now.
Will do really well played stuff as well, because they totally understand the fact that Sana's in top lane. There's no way he can get towards that mid lane in time. And once they picked off Sing, they know no one else can hold them back. Even though KZP, he can try his best, but he can only control one. But now, sadly enough, this middle tier 1 tower will fall. And Ozaravaki feeling very happy. And same goal with Dominus. Dominus really well played stuff, coming in with the Kadita, constantly baiting them out, constantly bursting them down and setting things up for the team. Really amazing stuff.
What a play coming from Zorn as well. Getting this solo kill from Sing, opening things up for them to actually take that fight against Resurgence here. Meanwhile, Resurgence with the Lord pushing from the top end as well. They have to figure out how do they do with this one here. Meanwhile, the blue buff going to be contested as well. The Mountain Shocker has been used, and no, the blue buff gets contested here. Meanwhile, Sana, he does have the Black Dragon. He's trying to buy time here, but Geek Fam, they're very disciplined about this here. They're respecting the boundaries. They're waiting for the Lord. Meanwhile, Dominus with the clutch shot.
Dude, what an amazing nuke down as well. Lord's going to be pushing towards his top lane, hitting down that top inhibitor as well. KTB did an amazing with the ejector, but Sally is not going to be enough. Top falls down. Ozoraki dropping down the Zama 4. Stage tries his best to run away, but no ways can outride the dear friend of Zoravaki. Lord pushes in. They hit the crystal. They don't want to fight anymore. They want to end it right here. And Geek Fam takes game number 1.
Wow, what a beautiful